God is speaking to someone here. You were once on fire. You once loved God. Now it looks like you have lost everything. You were once a visionary businessman until you joined some so-called club or association that just derailed your values. It may not be easy to get that business back overnight, but there is a father who is waiting for you. Notice the Bible never said the prodigal son met the father at home. The father already started moving too. He will not meet you at your mess, but you will not meet him at home too. You will meet him somewhere at the point of your obedience. I will arise, he says, and I will go to my father. When I see my father, I will not just shake him and say, hi dad. I will say, Father, I have sinned against you and against heaven. I am not worthy to be called your son, he says, but take me as one of your servants. When the father saw that there was brokenness already, he didn't even talk to him about the issue again. He held him and embraced him and restored the signet ring, a symbol of royalty. You are now back to my fold. Listen to me. Every time you lose in life, businessmen, hear this. When your business crashes and everything goes down, don't say I'm looking for money to go back. There is only one person you go back to: Father, Abba, the source, the sustainer. Until you sort it out with God, you cannot go back anywhere. You used to be a man of God on fire. Now you've backslidden. Prayer life zero, word life zero. You're not even sure you are saved. You don't go back to ministry, you go back to Father. It is from Father he reallocates you to your inheritance. Is somebody learning now? We're dealing with restoration, genuine biblical pathway that leads to restoration. It cannot be in the absence of brokenness. From self-examination to brokenness. Lord, I'm sorry. I was not a faithful tither. I was not a giver. I did not support your house. You gave me 2 billion naira. I misused it, jumped around with sycophants who promised to be there. Now everything has gone bad. Don't say the ideas are still in my head, it's just to get a loan. I assure you, you will recycle that pain again. Life is a patient teacher. It can repeat the lessons for as long as it will take for you to learn. Are we together? What do you gain in the place of brokenness? A contrite heart. What do you gain in the place of brokenness? You reprioritize God above everything. I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever, Lord. I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever, Lord. Listen, let me show you the position of brokenness. This is it. Yes, I know you are a CEO, but life brings you to a point where you are no longer ashamed. When your knees can touch the ground, then your head can wear the crown again. When your knees can touch the ground in brokenness. Samson was one person who lost his estate in destiny. Let me show you how that restoration happened. His eyes, his symbol of light, had been taken away, and while they put him between two pillars to mock his God, he prayed one prayer: I may not have the opportunity to live again, but oh God, even in death, give me the honor and the privilege of valiance. Let me do much for you. And they did not realize that while they were laughing at him, his hair was coming back. Can I tell you this? Rejoice not over me, my enemies. No matter what happened to your yesterday, I bring you a word of hope. Jesus died, but he only died for 3 days. Let me encourage someone here. Yes, your prayer life has gone down. Yes, I know things may have gone down. It may have been your fault, your carelessness, wrong associations, mistakes. But let me bring you a word of hope. At the scent of water, at the scent of water, while you are laughing at Jesus who died, there is an angel leaving heaven to come and open the grave. While you are laughing at the dead Jesus, he did not die forever. He only died for 3 days. He only died for 3 days. And while they were laughing at the one who died, an angel came. The hymn writer says, up from the grave he arose with the mighty triumph o'er his foes. He arose the victor from the dark domain, and he lives forever with his saints to reign. If Christ arose, you can arise. Did you hear what I said? Businessman, hear me. Man of God, hear me. Those following from whatever nation watching, hear me. There is hope in this kingdom. One of the systems of advantage is that no matter what goes wrong, once there is brokenness, you have planted the seed for continuity of your destiny. Can I give you an advice, great leaders? No matter how bad people are, if you find genuine brokenness, I show you people who are still usable. But no matter how good people are, if you do not find brokenness, that is a disaster only waiting for time. Of all that Saul was, he was broken. When he fell before that light, who art thou, Lord? He said, I am Jesus whom thou persecutest. You cannot kick against the pricks. And his heart was open. When Peter denied Jesus, he was broken. Even the Judas you talk about, Judas was so broken, he did not spend the money. Brokenness is powerful. It vetoes your fasting, it vetoes your prayer. You can fast, you can pray, you can walk in church. If there is no brokenness, you cannot go far with God.